Humanity's best inventions since 1950. 1954. Microwave oven. The first radar range was patented by Percy Spencer. It cooked food with high-frequency radio waves. That same year, the Tappan Stove Co. introduced the first home model. 1956. Hard drive. The first HDD was released by IBM. It was a 2,000-pound, fridge-sized IBM 305 RAMAC. Until then, files were either kept on magnetic tape or on paper. 1958. Jet airliner. The first successful commercial jet was the Boeing 707-120. It ushered in the era of accessible mass air travel. The four-engine plane carried 181 passengers. 1959. Integrated circuit. The integrated circuit replaced vacuum tubes, resistors, and capacitors. The era of microcomputer dawned in 1959. 1962. Communications satellite. Telstar was launched as the first active communications satellite. It could amplify and retransmit incoming signals. Passive satellites could only bounce them back to Earth. 1969. ARPANET. ARPANET comprised 4 computers linked in a network. It introduced the concept of packet switching. 1970. Fiber optics. In 1970, scientists at Corning produced a fiber of ultra-pure glass. It transmitted light well enough to be used for telecommunications. 1972. Electronic ignition. This novel concept was introduced by Chrysler. This led to electronic control of ignition timing and fuel metering. It was the first electronic onboard system. 1973. MRI. MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging. In 1973, an MRI machine was used to discern healthy tissue from cancer. 1977. Personal computer. 3 home computers were introduced in 1977. Apple II, Commodore PET, and Radio Shack's TRS-80. IBM followed their lead 4 years later. 1978. GPS. The first GPS satellite was launched in 1978, but until 2000, the system was available strictly for military use. 1984. DNA fingerprinting. This method was developed by molecular biologist Alec Jeffreys. It's still used today to identify people. 1989. World Wide Web. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee created hypertext markup language. HTML was used to make web pages. Berners-Lee also created the Uniform Resource Locator. It identified where information was stored. These breakthroughs formed the foundation of the WWW. 1993. Fuel cell vehicle. The fuel cell goes back more than 150 years. The first fuel cell vehicle was a 20-horsepower tractor built in 1959, but in 1993, Ballard Power Systems built the first zero-emissions fuel cell bus. 1996. DVD. The DVD was a huge step forward in storage capacity. The first DVD players went on sale in Japan on November 1, 1996. 2007. Smartphone. The iPhone was the first US smartphone without a keypad. It went on to become the best-selling gadget ever. It also drove the development of app-based companies, Uber, Venmo, Tinder, Snapchat, and countless others. 2018. Metal 3D printing. 3D printing metal parts speeds up production. It also makes customization more cost-effective. Parts can be lighter, stronger, and shaped in unusual ways. HP now produces industrial-scale metal jet printers. 2022. James Webb Space Telescope. It's the largest optical telescope in space. Launched in 2022, it's already delivered many images. They are changing our understanding of the universe.